I will do it now. Talk your talk with McBoar. Believe say anybody really follow me, for my social media handle, and I suppose don't know what you want to talk about today. I beg you, this podcast now talk your talk. We dey talk am as e be. Reality something wetin dey happen. We are all here to learn from each other. And learn we dey learn from each other. So they talking about based on our own understanding and wetin we how we take see the matters they go. So if you get your own opinion to give, my social media handle at McBoar, both on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. So go there, give your comments, talk what say you think about the particular topic. But we no comment to come body shame anybody. To come talk bad about. We dey talk am as e be, our own opinion about this particular topic. That's why we give them. That's why I give them that topic. Talk your talk. We go talk the reality as they go. So today I'm with as you guys already know, and I already know Said. And I always like making the day my podcast because the guy they always give me some kind points. Maybe say I like well. Mr. Said, welcome again once again. Most of the world that they follow my podcast, I go know from the previous podcast we do about Akemi. Very interesting. And again, I get another of my very good friend. This one said now another when it comes to relationship thing they have to do with woman. Naima the ladies they call most times. Mr. Sunday, you're welcome to my podcast with McBoar once again. So today there's a topic on ground we'll talk about now. But that particular topic now nothing they go on generally for the society. Let's see with the part it has to do with the relationship matter. So we want to talk about between Smolly, like we know how Smolly now all those guys they call Smolly, all those guys. They might just put the age range between all those girls age between 18, between 18, 19, 21, 22. And those mature girls where the age range of 22. I mean mature girls where the age range of 29, 30, 31, 32. Which of them it is a way more preferable when it comes to relationship? Where if you say it make more sense to date. Understand? Before we go into before Mr. Sunday and Mr. Said started to bring their own opinion on this particular topic. Remember, say this particular podcast, with the last podcast, is being sponsored now. Which way they sponsor this podcast? I don't know they tell on that before. If you want get you want buy Bitcoin, you want trade your gift card, you want trade your Bitcoin for better rates ASAP. They waste time instantly. Go on their Instagram, just search Wavy Trade. You will see them there. Their contact is there, their WhatsApp number there. Anyway, if you chat them there, if you trade there. And if you don't want trade there, you go see their WhatsApp number where if you go there directly, just trade there. They're very, very reliable. Very reliable. Then if you carry your money on like ASAP, you get your money instantly after they confirm any transaction you want to with them. So with Wavy Trade, your Bitcoin transaction trading and gift card, they safe. They sell Bitcoin, in case you want buy Bitcoin. You look say, I will take get Bitcoin. Like many people always they find it very difficult to buy Bitcoin. Just go there, all at hit them up, say you want buy Bitcoin from their page. They go do sweet business with you and we get wild and no shaking. So let's go straight to the normal topic of the day. Between Smolly and mature girls, which one you think say it be more preferable when it comes to dating? Smolly between the range of from 19, 20, 21, 22 and mature girls from that age of 29, 30. Because part of the reason why me personally, why I decide to bring this topic come as I say, I don't get friends who don't get so many experience. I know they day one side, but I will let them bring that on our own view first before I can talk my own view about the whole thing, how to it. So let's start from Mr. Sunday. Mr. Sunday, which of those girls did you say is more advisable to date between Smolly and mature girls? Which one is say more advisable? If you want to advise somebody, say make you go date somebody when you say for relationship, when you say you want to take and serious. Which one is say more preferable?
For me, I prefer the mature girls.
Okay, why?
Because the reason why I prefer the mature girls, because number one, some of them don't see things for this life. Understand? Because If you check most of them now, so many people don't disappoint them. So many men don't disappoint them. So now, if you mistakenly now, you go show them love. The mature girl go show them love now. Say, then first say, be like, see this guy really love me. Oh, make I see how this our relationship, your relationship go be. Immediately you enter the relationship, the guy say, be like, see this guy dey very caring very well. I go move on with this guy. So that mature girls now, the sister, then will do things in a mature way. Understand? You enter house now, keep your house neat. Keep everything concerning you neat. Mature girls now will never hide any secret from you. If you go work, some of them say that even they tell you how much she dey receive. How much, okay, so guy like this, this my friend, so they approach me, me I no like am, you better go look for him, we go try the way to warn this your friend. Understand? So all those things now, I even from my own side, I prefer that mature one before me, because I fit leave the house for complete 3 months or 4 months. I no dey around, but she no fit misbehave. Understand? She no fit misbehave at all. So that mature one too, I even prefer to go for the mature one than the smallie. Because number one, if you check their age, you understand, they need a reason like small children again. They reason mature, and then they do things in a mature way. So if you say everybody see them now, say them even they respect it. Even though the mature one, if you dey compound now, you see them, some of them will be very calm, respectful, quiet. Understand? They no go cause problem for you. They believe say, if I go cause this thing for me, or if anything happen for compound now, quarrel start. Some of them go wait make the husband come first. If the husband come in a mature way, serve your husband food. Allow your husband eat. As your husband dey eat, if they tell am those things now, those things dey enter your husband head. You understand? Because number one, the husband no fit really come back from work and enter. Oga, see how they see you, then these people dey fight me. The man, allow am make you rest, eat. As he dey eat, so dey talk to am. When you dey talk to am, the man go lis ten to you. Now it's not left for the man now. Advice is okay. So how one more will do this thing where you do so, I no go cause problem. It's better for me to call the other party. Tell them, say, see what my wife tell me, so I beg next time when I no repeat this thing again. That show maturity.
Sorry for cutting you short. But you make some vital points where I know say yes, na part of your own view for the matter. But sure you notice it, because me I feel say you get some mature girls. Maybe say due to the fact of say age don't they go for their side, you no go feel you feel no really tell whether they truly love you. If you say maybe because say maybe age don't do their side, they just want see man wey they go just marry. You understand? So maybe they feel just the sure those and you know say that one a part of the disadvantage for mature girls. You know say how you fit take dey sure say for your own side say that mature girl really like you. Because most of them will say they don't reach that age. If you say maybe na marriage the day after that point in time, they go try to pretend until when they enter that marriage. So what do you see about that aspect? I see people fit take manage that aspect when it comes to that mature girls wey dey talk about.
Okay, that mature girl as you see so, you know say woman go carry woman like that from outside just come put for house say you wan marry am. Make both of una live together, study your life, make she study your life, make you also study the girl life. You understand? You no fit wake up one morning like this say this my friend tomorrow na my wedding o. You know the day possible like that. You go know the lifestyle of this girl, and the girl so you also know wetin and wetin you dey like and wetin you no dey like. You understand? So you go know how her character be that moment. If na wetin you say as a guy now to calm am down say calm, this thing wey dey do so I no like am, make dey do things like that. If somebody wey dey mature go lis ten to you say like this thing wey this guy dey try to tell me, this thing dey very reasonable. You understand? So na one of the point be that.
Okay, I don't hear from you, Mr. Sunday. You don't bring your own point. Our viewers wey dey watch out there, they go pick from there and they go know wetin to talk concerning your own points. And so everybody get their own view. Before we move down to you, Mr. Said, and remember again that this podcast is being sponsored by Wavy Trade, where you can sell, trade your Bitcoin and gift card. Mr. Sunday, just say your own point about why you prefer, but you say you still have some more things to add to it. But before we go back to you, Mr. Said, so what do you have? What's your own contribution about this? Which one you say? I want to wait some few points where Mr. Sunday just talk now. Which you go with in points, and which of those category of girls to say they more preferable for dating. The smallie between the age of 20, 19, 18, 20, 21, 22, or the mature girls from 29, 28, 30, 31. Which one say they more preferable to date when it comes to say you won't go into serious relationship, you won't date person when you say you would like to get married to?
Thank you very much for having me for this podcast today again. If you ask me the question again, and I will still continue to be giving you the same answer, I will give you the same answer because what do you mean by smallie and what do you mean by mature girl?
Smallie.
Wait,
Okay.
I understand what you mean. Even the mature girl that you are calling mature girl, I don't call them mature girl. I give them an acronym, it's called AMAT. All men are the same. Because before you say somebody, the mature girl, you get to that age,
Yeah.
so that particular person might have passed through some stages of relationship. At the end of the day, when you date some of them, you will come discover say they will be telling you all men are the same, and they will not tell you the exact bad attitude character that make every man to be rejecting them. And when you talk about smallie, I don't count them as smallie because anybody that is above 18 years in Nigeria here is no longer a smallie. In fact, is ready to marry.
No, we just they call them smallie
Yes.
because of say
So,
the way we they call them for Nigeria.
now, if you are talking about the advantage of smallie have a lot of advantage. Majority of us now, our mother marry at the tender age, and our father they really enjoy them. Ask even my fellow colleagues here now, Mr. Tunde, now ask him now, will you love to marry a virgin? He will say yes. You love to marry a virgin, and you want to marry somebody above 29, 30 years that at the end of the day, the person will be telling you all sorts of a thing at home. You are telling me that they have the experience. What are you talking about experience? Experience, somebody that have the experience at the end of the day, he couldn't get down to anybody within the range of 20 to 30. And the experience could not even guarantee her to have a responsible man between that range. And now you are telling me that it's the experience that you want to look at. If you talk about smallie now, smallie is under your care. You can train your smallie the way you want it to be, the way you want your home, your family to be. The smallie will listen to you. Even the mature girl that you are talking about now, the mature girl may not even listen to you because he will tell you that he has already seen it all. And what are you telling me about now? Those mature girls that you are talking about now, some of them are even, I can even call them olosho in disguise. Because some of them, with what they are getting from men, makes them not to get married on time. And you all know now, in terms of maybe having sex or nothing, you want to tell me about some of these 19 and 29, 30 years old that you are talking. Some of them are after one. They have dropped one. Is that kind of a person you want to go down with? To say, yes, I do. Somebody that has given birth to one. Some of them has even done a lot of abortion in their life. And you are talking about somebody that it is possible. There is tendency of you being the one that is virgin. So is it not a pride to you to have a virgin as a child, as a mother of your unborn children? And you'll be telling me now that you want a mature woman that maybe he has gone to the south, the east, and the west. There is no road again. He has gotten to the stage of all men are the same. Do you know what I mean by all men are the same? Because they have seen a lot of that their attitude that make them to get to that particular age without getting married. That is the same attitude they are possessing whenever they are in new relationship. And you know, all we men now, we don't take nonsense. We are talking about marriage here now. When I'm not talking about dating. And somebody that you want to marry, you want to get married, is supposed to be somebody that you will entrust everything about your life into. Not somebody that you will be thinking that, oh, maybe if I'm not at home, this is what he's doing. But when you are talking about smallie, like I said earlier, there is tendency of you being the one that is virgin. And you know one beautiful thing about woman? Once you are the one that is virgin, that woman, whatsoever you do in this world, that particular girl will never forget you. That's it. And if you happen to date a smallie that doesn't know man before, and you are happen to be the one that is virgin, that is all. Count yourself very lucky because you will have her till eternity. And you are not telling me about mature girl that there is no how a lady will be from that range of 29, 30, 31 without seeing different, without making you say she don't see different men. Somebody that has tested different men and you want to get married to her now, you think you could certify that particular person in terms of sex? It's not possible. But when you are talking about smallie have not seen it all. It's still within the range of few controlling her.
whenever you tell her stay here, you should definitely stay there. You can't control a mature girl like that, because a mature girl have seen what is the thing that you want to tell her that she has not seen. She has traveled far west, north, east,
Mr.
and
Sorry, sorry for cutting you
south.
short. See, I know say you dey make some kind points. Understand? It's not like, but I'm trying to be like factual or no matter what you go on for this life.
Yes.
No, you go soon come in, Mr. Sunday. All these small little, I not say you dey make some point, but you see all these small little they talk about. So because let's say I said I won't talk something before we start the show. Understand? One of my friend, in fact, the part of the reason why I said we must talk about this thing. Now because of what happened to one of my friend recently. This one I know be saying every time when me and this guy sing, I say they talk and say get this small way in the follow. The girl too make sense. It too far. I don't want to mention name because we are not advised to mention name. But if I like to mention, but I don't go mention name because we don't want to mention name for this podcast. He said this guy, yeah, this guy na small, he fine, he cute, the guy want marry, the guy even get hand up. Now let's ask Mr. Said they praise them so. Now so he pay the praise again. At the end of the day, I found the artist my guy say, how far now? This girl, this small way they talk say, I know they see, you know they anytime we dey together, we go enter bear parlor, they do the way they always talk about. You know they talk about this guy again. I tell me say make her lock up. You know what he tell me say make her take bullshit girl. He said na one day say as the girl don dey talk, and he say make him sample the boss 18. Make it enter there now, make it know how the inside be. So that you go know how the website. The reason why I talk
the website.
Just because of the virginity we talk. Because most of all this money where they say so, it's very hard to see the one they even virgin these days. So now, why are they talk like that? I know say not be say all your point no dey valid, but I just want to make some kind of like just make some points just to correct some things for that place. He said na so he enter this girl wey fine. He say he enter and everywhere
swimming pool.
Swimming pool. Yeah. Funny enough, this my guy wey enter that girl so you say we guys we don stay for the same house together. You know sometimes we dey even dey like everybody go just come out and wan go baff sef we go just sneak it. The guy thing no be here na but kuku big thing na him carry. So for that kind guy wey carry that kind everything to enter that smally he lost. He say when you first enter the first time, if you say maybe because he don't shy you, so maybe you don't really know. Now another time again, he say make you control the girl.
Clear eye to enter.
Make you use clear eye now. You know, he enter like this. He say, now he tell me say no fit join. He say the thing just turn am up completely. He say for in thing wey big like that to loss for that place. That is to let you know say that girl don. Maybe today the get on the knock up and down. So that virgin aspect, I just trying to correct something, but that will just be like some of all this our small way they see these days. The way that they pion, you know, be like those days. So I just say make.
I get your point on that aspect now.
Yeah,
it do happen like that. But we now ask yourself question: when we are talking about virgin now, let's take a statistic now. Is it possible for us to get virgin between the age of those mature girls that you are talking about, or is it possible for us to get within the age of those small? What you just say now, it will happen like that. Once in a while, such thing happen. In fact, that one can be 1 in a million. But that does not still change the fact that my point is still relevant in the sense that, okay, look at it now. Our mothers now, they marry at the tender age, although their own generation is quite different from this our own generation. We believe that this our generation is spoiled generation. But nevertheless, if you are looking for a marriage that you want to marry, go for smally. And again, you are talking about the mature girl. Are you talking about the girl that after she gave birth to 2 for you, somebody will now be asking you, we saw you with one of your auntie the other day. Where is your wife? Those so-called mature girls, they are eager to marry.
See that
they are eager to marry.
Yes, I mean, you can still be any your points. You know, say I make that point about that eagerness
to marry, because that is why they are not looking for, okay, who is compatible with me. You know what they are looking for? Who is ready? Either you are Mr. Right or Mr. No. They will just go for you because what they have done in the past. A lot of smally, the few ones that you see that they are spoiled, those are the ones that they are not under their parents. In Nigeria here now, an 18 years old supposed to still be under the custody of her parents. So can such thing happen to somebody that is under their parent that by 7 o'clock you must be under your parents' roof? Can it happen? No.
My brother, some of those small way they talk to, that their parents they push them go there. Go see wetin your friend dem dey do, you dey wetin you dey do. Go abeg, go outside, see wetin you go wear, stand like this.
I will still tell you that this point that you are talking about now, it happen, but it's few. But let me put it to you now, those mature guys now, this one is not free, it's general. All their parents will always disturb them that go and look for man. Because they are
that eagerness
of problem from the family. But this small now is few. This example you gave now, not all parents will be sending their small to go and be looking for man. But I will put it to you, 99.9% of those come mature guys, they have problem at home with their parents. I've seen a lot that they are working together with them, that everybody will go for weekend like they will not go. Why? Because for the pressure at home. Be it any tribe. But the issue of Smalley, the example you gave, is not from every home. We still have a responsible home that they will train their guests, their child very in a good manner, that they will not do that. But in terms of mature girls, it's everybody, all parents will definitely want their daughter to get married. And when you get to that age, there will be a lot of pressure from the family, pressure from the society, pressure from the friends, and even pressure from the enemy because they want to laugh at you. But the situation is different from for the aspect of the Smalley. If you look at it, no pressure, nobody will pressurize you. In fact, your parents even want somebody, a man, to come forward and say, oh, I'm the one in charge of this girl. And they will start doing what? Monitoring the girl for you till when you say, oh, I want to marry her. But in terms of that, your so-called mature girl, they have a lot of pressure. That's why you see some of them, before you will say, maybe you touch them small like this, maybe you are moving around, they start quarreling you. It is not their fault. It is the pressure that they are carrying, and the anger, they will pour it on you. So for me, I still remain, I will go for Smalley.
Okay, Mr. Said, according to what Mr. Said just said, you've really made a very vital point. Mr. Sunday too, you make some vital points too. But for me generally, I've not really, I never really together. I've gotten one or two experience for both the Smalley and both the mature girls, but so far so good. I still feel like you make one very point that really very vital. I say our own brought up, the way you've been trained, it gets very, very vital to play in our, not just our daily life, and also in our personal relationship. I feel say, fine, the Smalley then, they know they're perfect in their own side when it comes to relationship level. Same thing as the mature girl side, and everybody get their own choice, their own which one. You really make a very vital point. Thank you once again for being in this show. Yeah. Mr. Sunday, you make a very vital point. I believe that all our fans out there on social media, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, everybody there, you can go there, bring out your own comments, what you think about what Mr. Sai said, what Mr. Sunday said. Let them learn from each other. Just as I used to say, this is a reality podcast. Like they talk as they go. Now podcast we will just come like learn from each other. If you believe, say, okay, you still get some kind punchlines, maybe say Mr. Said no drop or Mr. Sunday no drop concerning Smalley or mature guests, feel free, go on my Instagram page, McBoar, YouTube at McBoar1, Facebook McBoar, TikTok McBoar. Put your comment there, like, subscribe, and tell us what is your view and what will be your own point. So let's learn and move forward together. So we've come to an end. So today's podcast with McBoar, Talk Your Talk, and we hope to see you another time. And don't forget that this podcast is being sponsored by Wavy Trade. Again, Wavy Trade. So many people who have been calling me most times. They say, they try to trade their Bitcoin, they try to trade their gift card. Somebody carry their money on, tell them say no good. I don't tell them now, I don't say token, Wavy Trade. If they carry your money on or anything, go my handle, make you call me, make you text me, message me, tell me this what they happen. I go stand for anything will happen. So be rest assured that once you trade with them, your transaction is safe. You don't have a problem. Everything is ASAP. The payment or after conversion, everything is good to go. So thank you once again for coming to this. But I hope to see you guys next time. You've made a very vital point, and I believe that we've learned from each other. And I believe that all our viewers out there who have been following us, watching this podcast, they've learned one thing or the other. We are all trying to learn from each other. So please don't forget to like, subscribe, follow us on all our social media handle. and we will definitely respond back to your comments. I will definitely follow you back. Until next week, do have a beautiful weekend, and bye bye. You know how we do it. It's your boy McBoar. You know how we do it every Wednesday and Friday. Talk your talk with McBoar. You know, we'll bring you the best of topics ever you will be expecting. You know, true life story, what's going on in the entertainment industry, in the movie industry, entertainment industry generally. You know, challenges. You know, we come together and we just bring out our own view about everything, and so we can educate it. So we want to talk about the right time that is that one is supposed to, when it comes to the man aspect. I'm not talking about the women aspect. And the right time that you're supposed, as a man, that you're supposed to know that you're prepared for marriage, or you're supposed to actually make that vow to say you want to spend the rest of your life with a certain woman. Mr. Aaron in the house, and he's going to be bringing Mr. Aaron. You're welcome to my podcast. I'm talking with McBoar. I also have Mr. Saeed in the house. Mr. Saeed Olagawaju is a well-known face in the house. I believe everybody that are watching my podcast from the outset should be familiar with this face already. He's a very intelligent man and a very brilliant man when it comes to things like this. Mr. Saeed Olagawaju, yeah, welcome to my podcast. Yeah, you're welcome. So today we are talking about marriage. Let's talk about marriage. So, Mr. Henry, as you all know, there's a lot of things that have been going on in the marriage line, as I said from the beginning. You know, abuses, DNA issues about who's the owner of this child and stuff like that. You don't have money. You know you don't have money. Why did you decide to get married to me? It's your responsibility. So many things that is within that line. You know, challenges and all of that. So I want to know, like, what is your take? What do you really think that? When do you really think is the right time for a man to actually make that vow, to actually get married, to actually say that yes, this is the time that I should be getting married? You know, I want to know, is it when the man is still on the struggling time, you know, or is it when the man is already established, or is it when, you know, the man is in the middle class level? And what are those things you really think man should also look out for? One should look at, when it comes to the men, they should always look out for before they decide to go into this thing called marriage. So I want to hear your view. Tell me what you think about that.
Thank you very much for having me. When it comes to marriage, it goes a long way. Okay. As a man, you need to have steady income. You need to be stable in life before you get into marriage. If not, you fall into the wrong hands. When you talk about marriage nowadays, girls that are out there, 95% they are not ready to get married to somebody they will manage with. So as a man, you need to make the money for you to have the stable marriage, to have a reasonable wife to marry. So I don't believe you marry before getting the money. No, go for the money before marriage. That's the aspect that you can keep a stable and standard family.
You, Mr. Henry, you've made some very vital points, you know, from what you just said. But do you really think, I don't know, but do you really think that is 100% important for you to be that big, like for you to be that established before you can consider and getting marriage? Or do you think it's 100% that you should wait till that time? What do you really think? Don't you think there are some challenges that you might later encounter during that particular time?
At least 75%. If you don't have up to 75% before getting into marriage, you may make a mistake, because women of nowadays, they're after your income. If you are not stable with your income, you won't get a reasonable woman for now, because they're after your pocket. And how will you raise your kids? They are not ready to manage with you. If you can understand me very well, they are not ready to manage with you. They're after your pockets. They're after the flashy things. So I prefer you having something that will keep you stable in the family before you go into it.
Okay, that's a beautiful point for me, Mr. Aaron. But I still feel like from my own side, I still feel like marriage is way more behind that, beyond that. I don't think there are some other things that you should also look out for apart from
No,
those
no, no, no.
little
You are
aspects.
entitled to your opinion.
No, I'm just saying. I
That
don't
is
think.
me.
Okay, that's
and
what
many
you
young
think.
men out there. That's
Okay.
their way of reasoning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for your vital point, Mr. Aaron. This podcast is being sponsored by your one and only trusted vendor, Wavy Trade Online. This is a place where you can get, you can trade your gift card and your Bitcoin at very good rates. You can hit them up on Instagram, and their WhatsApp number is also there. You don't have any issue. I've had a lot of people complaining about this old Bitcoin and gift card issues, about being scammed, about not getting good rates. You've just gotten the best place for you to trade your gift card and Bitcoin with an 100% guarantee. Hit them up on Instagram, and they also have a WhatsApp contact in which you can trade through Instagram. They can also trade with them directly through WhatsApp also. So in case if you want to trade your gift card and Bitcoin, you go on Instagram and search for Wavy Trade. Okay, thank you, Mr. Henry, once again for those beautiful lines and those beautiful points you've just made. Okay, Mr. Saeed. So now we're moving down to Mr. Saeed to know his own view and what he feels about the whole thing that's been going on in the marriage sector and what he has to say about this so far. So, Mr. Saeed, you just heard what Mr. Henry just said right now. So, what is your own take? What do you really think about the points Mr. Henry just made mention of right now? Do you actually, is he right, or is there something you can add up to it, or just give us your own point? Let me know what is your own take and what's your view on this marriage thing. When is the right time that the man is supposed to get married, and those things, those factors, and those things the man need to look out for before making that vow and creating a family and going into marriage.
Majority of those ladies outside there now, they were the one that we call gold diggers. Some of them, they are not even interested in, they are not even in love with you, but rather they are in love with your money. What about the issue of DNA? Is it the rich people that are having this issue of DNA, or the poor people? You find out that it's the rich people. Are we saying the money is not there for them? Why are they having the issue of DNA? That at the end of the day, we find out that a woman will give birth to 3 children, and a man will later discover that at the end of the day, those 3 children did not even belong to him. None of them belong to them. Where do you expect such man to start from again, from the scratch? Though, when you are talking about happy home, so for me now, happy home does not necessarily related to money issue in terms of marriage. We are talking about marriage here, we are not talking about money. Because, like I said earlier, a lot of people that they are having broken home now, you will find out that those are the people that even have money. Because a woman that genuinely loves you, either you have or you don't have, she will definitely be there for you every time, every day. But when a woman is getting married to you because you have money, because when you have money, you will even know when the woman truly loves you or not. But every woman that see you, then they see you as a husband material, knowing fully well that they don't even love you, but at the end of the day, they are not in love with you, but they are in love with your money there. But for me now, the right time for somebody to get married to any kind of lady that you wish to get married to is when you don't have. How come it is these two people, rich people, that we are having broken home most, not in the home of the so-called poor people? Because if money truly translated to love, the issue of broken home and the DNA test shouldn't be the case of the rich people that we are having a lot of them having a broken home today because of the DNA test. If money is not translated to love, how come we are now having the rich people at the end of the day? You will find out that when they get married to a woman, at the end of the day, you will find out that maybe their security or they still have another boyfriend. I'm not saying the poor people, they don't have their own lapses as well. But me, what I'm saying here is that money does not translate to love. If you like, you have a lot, you have heaven and earth. If a woman does not love you genuinely, at the end of the day, you will not find a happy home.
So are you telling me that such thing doesn't happen in the poor home? That because the man doesn't have money, the woman will not cheat on him?
Can we take a statistic?
Okay.
Let's do the calculation.
If you want me to take a statistic, I will give you a thousand of example of broken home through this DNA test of 18. I will give you a thousand of a classical example of broken home through this issue of aside from the DNA test, through this issue of you are not faithful to me. In terms of rich people,
Faithfulness doesn't mean money or love.
yes,
Faithfulness doesn't mean
I
that.
quite
Even
agree
people
with you.
in the face me and face you,
Yes.
they also have genuine love for another person without money. Doesn't mean that you will not have a broken home because you have money or you doesn't have money.
But for me now, money shouldn't supposed to be a criteria or a yardstick for marriage. That is my point.
It's your own opinion.
It's not supposed to be a yardstick for marriage, in the sense that even though if you don't have, haven't you see a situation whereby a man will be rich, be well to do, but at the end of the day, they will ask the man will say, oh, people are loving him, a lot of girls are coming around him because of his money. He will now go to another entire village to pretend as if he doesn't have nothing in order to search for what? Genuine love. So what are we now saying? Not that he doesn't have the money. He has the money, but he noticed and he find out that a majority of the girls that come around him are coming because of that money. And he doesn't want to be a victim of such thing. And the man, with his own intelligence and knowledge, he decided to go to another village and pretend as if he has no husband. I'm not telling you about Nigerian movie here. I'm telling you what I've seen face to face like this. So to tell you how people really value that love, they are not looking for somebody that will just love them because of the money, but they are looking for somebody that will love them genuinely, wholeheartedly. That's what I'm telling you. I'm not saying money. In fact, money is needed in marriage. We all know that. But we are saying before you get yourself into the marriage, or before you get into the marriage properly, your money should not be the first thing. The first thing that's supposed to be, that you're supposed to look into in marriage, is what we call love.
Many home abuses and all of that. These people have money. They have money. At the end of the day, you still find out that they are still passing through one problem or the other.
As a single man, I will tell you the facts. When you're single, you have the strength to hustle. You have the strength to work for your money before going into marriage. But when you're married, so many things will hold you backward, especially financial aspects. So when you want to get married, you need to settle down, plan your life before you go into marriage.
Remember, this podcast is being sponsored by your one and only trusted vendor, Wavy Trade Online. This is a place where you can get, you can trade your gift card and your Bitcoin at very good rates. You know, you can hit them up on Instagram, and their WhatsApp number is also there. You don't have any issue. I've had a lot of people complaining about this old Bitcoin and gift card issues, about being scammed, about not getting good rates. You've just gotten the best place for you to trade your gift card and Bitcoin with an 100% guarantee. You know, hit them up on Instagram, and they also have a WhatsApp contact in which you can trade through Instagram. They can also trade with them directly through WhatsApp also. So in case if you want to trade your gift card and Bitcoin, and you and go on Instagram and search for Wavy Trade. Thank you for your beautiful, amazing points you've just made, Mr. Said. Mr. Henry, so you made some very vital points, you know, as regards this particular topic. It's something that we all need to look out for. Marriage is a very serious business. According to some people, they say marriage on its own is even a school on its own. On my own side, I feel like, you know, yes, money is important in marriage, and love is also very, very important. I'll put it very, very important. But the two things I feel they really goes along, because marriage without money most times there can be some disadvantages. But I feel like love is also very, very important. That's the reason why I say the 2 points we just made mention of goes along one way or the other. So what I also want to say also is that we should also try to, you know if before getting into marriage, try to get to know this person very well. Like, you don't just rush into marriage. Just like what Mr. Sai said the other time, I think it's also very vital. Like, you try to get to know this person deeply, you know, before you decide to make that vow, because so many people tend to pretend and you don't really know who they really are, you know, all in the name of or in the father because they just want to get into that marriage because they are feeling one way or the other. And at the end of the day, you start facing one or two challenges in your own. So you try to make sure you get to know that person you want to end up with. That's the reason why there's courtship. One way or the other. Even when you still have the money, it's very important you still try and create time to get to know that person. And understanding again is one very very vital point. That we all need to try to be sure of. In a relationship or before getting into the marriage level. Try to make sure that you and your partner have this strong understanding because that's a very important aspect, in a relationship. It's relationship that normally lead to marriage. Even if you get to know someone for just, let me say, a month or a week or 3 weeks, I believe that during that period of 1 week, 2 weeks, you've created some time frame of relationship. So at the end of the day, the relationship leads to a marriage. So money is important, love is important. You guys have both made a very vital point, and these are things that people need to look into. Factors, very important factors for getting married. So we've come to an end of today's podcast with McBoar. And remember, once again, I'm saying it again, that this podcast is being sponsored by Wavy Trade. It's the surest from vendor in which you can trade your Bitcoin gift card. And don't also forget, they also sell Bitcoin. In case you want to buy Bitcoin and you're looking for a quick way to get your Bitcoin across to you anywhere worldwide, anywhere you are, just hit them up on Instagram, and you get a response back, ASAP. You don't have any issue. Once your payment is being confirmed, you're gonna have a successful transaction. So in case you want to trade your Bitcoin, your gift card, you want to sell, go on Instagram and check for search for Wavy Trade, WAVING TRAD, Wavy Trade. They are the best and the sure plug when it comes to trading of gift card and Bitcoin at best rate. They give you the best rates that you can ever think of. No problem. You get your payment inside. So Mr. Saeed and Mr. Eric, thank you once again for coming to today's podcast. It's so amazing to have you guys here, and I hope to have you guys on that time, in this podcast. On this note, we say bye bye to the podcast. I wish everyone out there a beautiful weekend and a blessed. Thank you. It's your one and only McBoar. I say me McBoar. I will do it every Wednesday and Friday. Talk your talk. With McBoar. And today's podcast, I'm gonna be doing it together with my very good friend, Mr. Saeed Olagwaju. Mr. Saeed Olagwaju, welcome to my podcast. It's amazing to have you here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, I took my time to invite somebody who is professional in this field, Mr. Saeed. It's a very good friend of mine. I intentionally called him here so he can also earn his own views, so we can learn out there. My fans on social media, both on Instagram, Facebook, and everywhere, so you guys can actually learn one or two things concerning this topic that have been trending on social media. Now, as you guys all know, I believe that this is not supposed to be new to everyone. It's about a certain footballer named Akeme. I can't really recall his full name, but I know his name is Akeme. There's a certain thing that is trending online right now. According to what I read online, that this guy willed all his property, including, like, he's been playing for this certain club for about 2 to 3 years, and I think his property is worth about 20 million euros or something like that, a very huge amount of money. So he actually willed all this money, put it under the name of his mother, including everything to the level that even if down to the clothes he's put it on. According to what I read, if he wants to purchase anything, he needs to contact his mother to, like, our mom, I need this, and the mom will be the one to actually transfer money for him to be able to get it. So this was how people were able to find out about this whole situation. So recently the wife filed for a divorce, that she's no longer interested in the marriage and she wants 50% of his property. So at the end of the day, the wife got to realize that this Akemi doesn't have a dime attached to his name. That all the money that he's been earning for a very long time has been willed under the name of his mother. So so many people have been making so many headlines, so many words concern about this particular situation online. Mr. Jollof said his own. I think the last time I heard Mr. Jollof saying that we should not be foolish enough to will our property to our mother. You know that some of us, our mother might not be that responsible. He made some point. Fine, it's fine. I believe he's making some point, but some people say it's a nice thing. In fact, it's a trending thing right now. People are beginning to give a lot of kudos to Akeme. So right now, Mr. Said, that's the part of the reason why I invited you to this program today. Talk your talk with McBoar. I really want to know what is your take on this particular issue before I run on a conclusion of what I think about the whole scenario, about what has happened so far. What do you think and what do you have to say concerning this Akeme situation? Like, do you think that what the footballer did is actually right or is wrong? And what do you think people need to learn from this? What is your own take on this? So, let's see what you have to say.
Thank you very much, and thank you for having me here. Concerning the issue going on for a while now on social media now concerning the footballer. Actually, his full name is Ashafa Hakimi. He's a 24 years old footballer who played for PSG in France. His national team, his nationality is in Morocco. He was part of the team that won the fourth place for Morocco in the just concluded FIFA 2022 World Cup. So he's a very good professional footballer that his wife filed out for divorce about last 2 weeks ago, thinking that after the divorce, when they go to court, she will have the 50% according to the law over there, that she will have the 50% of all his wealth, not knowing that all his wealth has been willed in favor of his mom. So a lot of people have been saying different things concerning it, but in my own opinion, I don't see what the guy do. I don't see it as a bad thing or maybe he has done anything wrong. Because in the first place, why will a woman that have 2 children for you file out for a divorce without tangible reason? Is she a gold digger? That's answer for another day. But the thing is that, okay, you file out for a divorce and you are requesting, why will you be the one, even the law have to be changed, why will you be the one to file out for divorce and you will still be the one to request for 50% of my property? The law should be in such a way that if Mr. A file out for divorce, Mr. B should request for 50% of Mr. A property, because you are the one that say, I'm not doing again. I'm not the one saying, I'm not doing again. For so doing now, if you ask me for 50%, whereas you are the one that say you are not interested in the marriage, automatically you are trying to tell me that your aim of getting married to me and having 2 children with me is just for you. After the long one, you will end up with me and file out for divorce. I have my 50% of my property. So the law itself have to be changed in the first place. And secondly, people are saying it's a wrong thing. Why will he give his mom all his property? Do they know what the mother have done to the guy? Who built the guy to the place that he found himself today now? Do they know what the mother have done to him? That a lady will just come all because you have 2 children for me from nowhere, and you will file out for divorce and you'll be requesting for 50% of my property. I've been telling people time without number, though I'm a man, I've been telling people time without number that if I happen to have 100,000 to share between my 2 parents, I will definitely give my mom 99,000 and give my dad 1,000 naira and ask my dad to still give me change in that 1,000 naira. Though I'm a man, but I know the worth of a woman. I know the cry of mother. I know the suffer the mom suffer for a child before a child become what he or later become in the future. We have a lot of example of people that this so-called lady or baby mama have turned their lives, a lot of celebrities that they have turned their lives upside down. Like a classical example is a former footballer that is playing for Liverpool. It's a French national team footballer. His wife filed out for divorce the same way Hakimi wife filed out for divorce, not knowing that the player have already willed all his property to his younger brother. At the end of the day, he lost the matter, just like this Hakimi, only that it is not publicized the way this Hakimi was publicized. That one has a luck. What about the player that doesn't have the luck? The player like Emmanuel Eboué, a former Arsenal player that played for Ivory Coast. if his wife is a white lady as well, he filed out for divorce. At the end of the day, they share the property. The man is bankrupt now. So people are not looking at it from this perspective and perspective at all. They are not looking at it as in favor of the woman. And if you look at the people that they are even saying what the guy has done is wrong, majority of them are women. Though you mentioned one Mr. Jollof that said, "Oh, why would the guy do like that?"
Yeah,
the
you know
woman that have give birth,
yeah,
to,
he was
that give
just
birth to
bringing his
children
own, his own, yeah, his own side.
Yeah. Some people are even saying, if you know that you don't trust your wife, why will you get married to her in the first place? But they forgot that woman make am change at any time. Women, especially women, they are very, very dangerous. They are chameleon. They are moved with what they see. Now, if you are telling me now that the man should give him his 50% of his property now, and the later on, within a month, the woman later married to another man, are you telling me now that he should take that 50% to another man to go and give it to another man? But there's nothing that will happen to the property if you will it for his mom, because his mom still remain a member of the family. His mom remain his mom. The highest thing the mother can do is that to do what? To take some of the property to the younger one, and the property is still moving around the family. So what are we saying? And you expect somebody to come from outside his country, outside the continent, because they are not even from the same continent, they are not from the same country, but just only that they are from the same world, and you expect him to give 50% of what he has labored for from his beginning, to give it to her just like that, all in the name of having 2 children for me. It can't work like that. I don't know. I just want people to be seeing things in another perspective. We should not see things in just one side. We should look at it, weigh the thing, look at it in the first angle and the second angle, and look at it and say, okay, this is how it should be. I did not blame the guy. Although some people will complain that, oh, it's your wife, you should trust your wife, you should do this. Yes, but we know what women can do at any time. They are not trustworthy, a lot of them. If you see what a lot of people are facing in their marriage, you will know that they don't want it. And if you truly love your mom, you know the way your mom suffer for you, you will definitely appreciate your mom. And your mom will never see you dying. He will never waste your property. He will never misuse or mislead you. So kudos to Hakimi. I really appreciate him. And if I happen to be in his shoe, I will do more than 1,000 of what he's done. I really appreciate him. Thanks so much.
Okay, and thank you, Mr. Said, so much for the point that you just made. I believe you made some very vital, and very essential point from what you've just said right now. And that is the reason why I want people to out there not to just go on into conclusion, because this issue might be deeper than what you and I both think. You know, there's so many things. One way or the other, both the male gender, both the female gender, they've learned one thing from this thing that just happened. Okay, so I will need you guys to comment on my Instagram page, comment on my Facebook page. Let me know what you think concerning what Mr. Said just said. For me, I just feel like before we get married, you should be very mindful of the kind of ladies we get married to, because you never could tell. I believe that Akemi himself might have observed some things that would make him do a U-turn and said, no, I want this property to be in the name of my mother. Maybe due to the experience he has got, stuff he has heard from what has happened to other players before, he never got the best decision best known to him. So I just feel like for her to fight for a divorce, there must have been a reason, and for her to request for 50% of his properties. I think there's something fishing somewhere. So we should not also rush into conclusion and start blaming Akemi. Let us look deeply into the issue, see the point Mr. Said just made, and try to see how we can learn from that and bring in our own points, and let's learn from each other. Okay, we've come to an end to the program for today. Remember, we'll come your way again on Friday. That's how we do it, 2 times in the week. Talk your talk with MC McBoar, and we talk as they go. We let you know straight up. We just try to share light on the reality of what has been going on, so you and I out there can learn. And remember that this podcast is being sponsored by your one and only trusted friend, the Wavy Trade. In case you're looking for to trade your gift card, sell your Bitcoin, trade your Bitcoin at a very good rate, swift payments, no wahala. You get your payment instant. You can find them on Instagram, and they have a WhatsApp number over there also, in which you can chat them also and
get your business done ASAP without having any issue. So thank you once again, Mr. Said, for coming to the show. I hope to have you here once more again.
Thank you for having me.
And I wish that everybody who watch this program today have learned one thing or the other, that they will use as a guide, if not today, but in the nearest future. Thank you once again. We've come to an end to Talk Your Talk show with McBoar. Until when next will come your way again, do have a blessed day and bye-bye. I never see anything. We are talking about 20 years old girl here. I never see anything. 20 years old girl. What do you want taking your shoe? You want use them scatter people marriage. Use them take the look from men up and down. And get your fact right before you begin come online. You talk I say the girl and this, the girl, people don't judge the guy. That hospital was on promo. They know they do one free. You go do one after you do the surgery finish, you go pay half, then they go give you time to pay the rest. So if you use your hands, you go also give you some time to pay the balance. Nobody say that you don't even say when they do a free surgery for your hands. Before you come on social media, come they talk about something, talk waiting go educate people. Come put for your post, say, for not see this fine girl don't die because say she go do yash. Even keep the fake, the free surgery aside. Concentrate on the fact say she go do yash now waiting kill her. So other people where they out there, other girls where they out there, where still get this plan of say they won't go do yash, they won't go change the shape of the body where God give them. They will learn from it and they will stop it. They will stop to do yash because yash don't kill so many. Doing of yash don't kill so many people. Stop it. Come straight to the point. Tell people, say, stop to the juniors. Say no to baby hair. So that other guests out there will learn from you. They will not say yes, so you are educating people out there. They try to, because you value people's life. That's why you come online and say, see this young girl don't die and a yash she won't go do 9 kill her. Make people stop to the do yash. Now, I think people go learn. Other girls will get money, will get plan to go do yash because it's a very dangerous and risky surgery. They go learn.